I stripped my blackberries. I stripped them. Let me show you why. Most of you will probably remember just a few weeks ago I sprayed my blackberries with a liquid copper. So what I have done, for more reasons than just the fungus seemed to attack the lower leaves more so than the upper leaves. And if you remember my other blackberries that I raised out in the soil, when I had my blackberry patch out in soil, the leaves I stripped off some. I really can't remember if I stripped them off or whether they just fell off by themselves, but the vast majority of them, as you can see, had the leaves gone probably a foot or two up the stalk, the canes. And I think that was because of same thing, a fungus. I think the leaves, because I did get that same fungus out in the soil. It's not something specific to containers. So I got that out there, and I think after a while, again, I can't really remember, it's been 7 or 8 years, if I took the leaves off, and I don't think I did, because I had 700 feet blackberries. I just would not have done that. So I'm going to say I did not do that. But after they get the fungus on them, they'll die. The leaves will die and fall off. You know, that's a stem. They just fall off after a while, and mulch your plants. So I pull the leaves off for that reason, for several reasons. One of them being the fungus. I'm not sure exactly what kind it was, but it's something that's still around. I didn't get all the leaves. Probably I should have. And I didn't break them off because you can strip. As you pull it off, you can pull a strip off the cane and kind of injure it. The leaves that have a little bit of fungus, they're about to fall off anyway. They break off. You can hear them snap. But I would not suggest you do that by hand. I would say do it with some clippers. But I've taken off the bottom 12, 18 inches, in some cases 2 feet, 3 feet. That one had a lot of diseased leaves, so I just took it off quite a ways up. And again, for several reasons, that fungus being one reason, but also it is middle of summer and I'm still getting new canes coming up, new primer canes. That one right there, this particular tub only had 2 canes come up. I had that tub right there has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, and it's just a bush. I mean, that is just a monster bush. This one had, I want to say 5 or 6, and then some of them are coming off. Some of those are laterals, but I mean, some of these have really just gone crazy. This one only had 2 that came up, but now it's got the 3rd one coming up, and I assume, or suppose it's certainly not improbable that more will come up beside that. There's another one with a brand new cane coming up, and it's a good healthy looking cane, you know, purple on the end and on the bottom, and just real healthy looking. So I think the way it was, the foliage on these was just all the way down to the containers, and it would be shading that that cane coming up. There's another cane right there that one's already 2 feet tall, but it's getting some sun now. These new canes are getting some sun. All these old canes are up 4 or 5 feet tall, and they got you know, they're getting all the sun from up high. But these new canes coming up, see, and that's one reason I did it. that one right there, that little cane looks kind of sickly, and it's because this was just so covered up with foliage. And so I think it may be too late for that one, but I think since I have trimmed out some of the leaves, that I'm helping that one perhaps develop a little bit more. It's pretty anemic right now. Another nice cane. You know, that one's just come up. That one has just come up since I trimmed. I trimmed these about 3 or 4 days ago, and that one has just come up. It's 6 inches long now, and it just came up since then. So I think the sun hitting, especially this western sun. I'm standing at the west right now. The sun is behind my back. This is in the afternoon, and I think especially that western sun, first of all, it's going to be good for helping that fungus out, but it's also going to be good for these new canes coming up. So I really expect to have a lot more canes, new canes, than I would have. Again, use some pruning shears, you know, little clippers of some kind. It's best practice. I'm not saying it's what I did, but would be best practice to dip them in some alcohol or something after each plant. You know, trim one plant up, have a little thing of alcohol to dip them in, move to the next plant, just in case you're transferring disease. Now I was in a hurry and I did not do that. I got bee stung while I was over here at that. I don't do bees. I think it's just best practice, at least in my experience. And I'm not a horticulturist. I'm not, you know, whatever. I'm just somebody that's raised a lot of blackberries for a lot of years, and this is what I think. It's what I'm doing and what I think might be best. So you take that for whatever you will, and we'll see how far that goes. All right, but see how I just stripped that one. That one's really nice. And these cane, when I cut the leaves off, and there's a difference between a leaf and a lateral. That's a lateral. You know, this is I showed you the leaves coming off. Now see that lateral, here's a leaf. See if I'm in the frame. I've got the sun in my eyes, I can't tell. This is a leaf. You can snap that leaf off, but that is a potential lateral. So in taking those leaves off, I think it has absolutely encouraged those laterals. I don't remember those 3 nice laterals right there being there when I clipped this off. If they were very small. And so they're getting some sun now. I just think I really think it's best practice for, especially if you've got some blackberry plants that are just a hedge. I mean, just so very thick like these are. I just think they need sun. I think your lower laterals need sun. I think any new canes coming up would need sun. And if those leaves are just all the way to the pot, and mine were just about, or all the way to the ground if you've got them in the ground, I just think it's best practice. I think that's shading them out. I think the leaves are shading out any new growth. In other words, if something didn't come up early in the year, it's kind of out of luck if you don't give it some sunshine. So that's what I'm attempting to do here. So I'm really pleased, so very pleased with these Primark Freedoms. I'm so pleased with these tubs. My neighbor came over the other day, took one look at them. He's grown some blackberries. When he first moved here, I gave him some blackberries, dug them up out of the ground, and they grew for, like mine, several years, and then they just started petering out. Each year it'd be less and less. Each year it'd be, you know, less of a. The plants themselves would look poor. The crop they put out would be poor, and they just got worse and worse. And he came over and took one look at these, and one look at a blackberry that was 1.5 inches, almost, it was about 2 inches long. And he said, I'm growing blackberries in containers next year. So hopefully some of y'all are doing that also. I really think it's a good thing. Get that leaf off there right there. Again, I should be doing this with a, pair of cutters, but I just don't have them here right now. If and when the new canes come up and really start to produce leaves on the bottom like they should, I'll strip them. Once they get up 2 or 3 feet tall, I'll strip them off too. Just let the bottoms of the containers be catch some sun. Let the bottom, foot or so of these canes catch some sun. The tops are going to catch the sun. They're up in the air, but the bottoms are not unless you help them out. I may be telling you to do something wrong, but I don't think so. I think this is going to be good. There's two canes right there. They've just come up. They're about 18, 20 inches tall, so they've been up a week or so. These things grow so fast, and I just wanted to show you that. Real proud of the blackberries. Want to show you what I was doing and why I'm doing it. I'm going to try to keep you up with every stage of this operation, every stage of the container growing of blackberries. I want you to get involved in it. I want you to try it, and I don't want to leave out anything that might benefit you. And this is, again, I haven't done it before. This is an experiment for me, but so far, dadgum, experiment is successful so far. The trellis is successful. I think because of the sheer size of these things, I just didn't realize they were going to get this thick and this big. I've got a T-post on the end, T-post in the middle, and a T-post on this end. I'm thinking about coming in here and halfway put a T-post about right there, and T-post right there, and then on the other side too. I'm thinking instead of being 6 T-posts, it's going to be 10. I'm going to put 4 more T-posts in it, simply because these things get so big, and then they start leaning like that one there. Just start leaning on that wire. It's not hurting it, but it has. I did have one get up and hit the wire, and then it got, top of it got full of blackberries, and it just fell over and bent the stem, and I had to just cut it off. And that's my fault for letting them, for not pruning them earlier. Next year I will prune them at 3 feet instead of 4 feet, and we'll see how that goes. And I'll tell you why in another video. In another pruning video, I'm gonna have several more videos, but I'll have a year-end video as to what would I do differently as far as container blackberries, and also just container gardening in general, like the fruit trees I have in containers. I showed you a video of that the other day, and if you haven't seen that, this is just an amazing example of what you can do, especially with figs. Most of these are figs, with container fruit. Of course, blackberries are fruit, but I'm talking about fruit trees and fruit, and that these are blackberries. All right, I've talked enough about the blackberries and such, but I thought you might be interested in seeing what I've done and what I'm doing and why. And hopefully I made it clear as mud for you. And for that reason, we're gone.